Hello, I'm Steve Head, Chancellor of Lone Star College. I would like to welcome you to the 2021 Lone Star College Virtual Graduation Ceremony. This past year has presented you with unprecedented challenges. Despite COVID-19, the winter storm, and the general disruptions in your life, you've been able to remain focused and accomplish something that will change your life. On behalf of all of us at Lone Star College, congratulations.
Good evening. I have the distinct pleasure of serving as the president of Lone Star College-Montgomery, and I would like to officially welcome you to the 26th Annual Spring Commencement Ceremony. This evening, we are gathered as colleagues, family, and friends to recognize and celebrate the achievements of our Lone Star College-Montgomery graduates and to wish them continued success. Today is indeed their day, and we are privileged to share it with them.
Oh, man, where can I start my journey with Lone Star? It's been a journey. I will be completely honest, this has been a 10-year journey for me. It's just been a constant battle, but through it all, I did not give up. It was just a constant reminder of my goal, and it continued to push me to my dreams, and I'm actually proud of myself for finally achieving that.
At Lone Star College, I really had the sense of community within the international students because I could encounter a lot of people from all around the world, and we shared the same experience.
I would say it has to be the people, whether it's not just the students or the professors, even the clerks or just the staff, overall staff. They've been so kind. Sometimes I'm shocked or just taken aback by just how generous folks can be. Sometimes I'm just expecting a no, and instead I get a yes, and I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. So I just love the people. They're so kind, and if I have anything, I know that I can talk to anyone at Lone Star and they'll look to help me out.
My favorite memory is that I moved everything online, and I begged my students for feedback in the spring so that I could improve things for the fall, because I had a feeling, that we'd be doing this for a little bit longer. And my students gave me a lot of really great feedback. I got very informative student evaluations, making suggestions like, yes, do more videos. We need to hear your voice. We need to see your face. And so I don't think I would have thought to do certain things if my students hadn't asked for it. And I think that's a really great memory for me because it shows that the students here are very engaged and they really want to be in charge of their fates, right? That they come to Lone Star College-Montgomery to do great things, and so they want to have a say in what that looks like. And so I like that, one, I gave them an opportunity to have a say, and two, they took the opportunity and they made me better for it.
Well, I would say to the class of 2021, we've lived through a hard time, but hard times don't last forever. And while you've got some challenges ahead, you can meet those challenges, you can do it, and you can be successful and overcome obstacles and get what you want out of life.
Keep pushing, even though your classes may get a little hard and we still have a life to live. Continue to press your way through. Know why you started your journey. Don't give up, even when things happen along the way. Use that just to continue to push you. And if it ends up being a 10-year journey, just remember and remind yourself that it was just delayed. It was not denied, and just continue to motivate yourself because it will get done. It is yours.
Congratulations, class of 2021. This class emerged from COVID restrictions and brought us back to something closer to normality. Some of you were among the 320 students I had since last fall. You brought us back to the gratifying experience of campus life. This semester, I lectured on the Tuskegee Airmen, the famous black fighter pilots of World War II. On the eve of their deployment to North Africa, their commander told them, "You have made the team. You are fighting men now. Your future has been handed to you into your own hands. Maverick graduates, look where you are now. Without regard for race, religion, creed, or color, success has answered your own efforts. Continue mission. Godspeed to you all.
I would like to take a moment to recognize the Chancellor of Lone Star College, Dr. Steve Head, and our Board of Trustees. Our Board of Trustees include Michael Stoma, Vice Chair, Ernestine M. Pierce, Trustee Aisha Ayers-Wilson, Secretary Art Murillo, David A. Vogt, Trustee, Trustee Miriam Saldivar, who chairs the board this year, Linda S. Good, Trustee, Mike Sullivan, Assistant Secretary, and Dr. Jim Kane, Trustee. We are privileged to have such great leadership guiding Lone Star College. Thank you, members of the board, for your support and your service. Next, I am pleased to recognize my administrative team at Lone Star College-Montgomery. Mr. Michael Kroll, Special Assistant to the President, Dr. Darice Reedhart, Interim Vice President of Instruction, Ms. Cami Keidel, Interim Vice President of Student Success, Ms. Pat Sindelback, Vice President of Administration, Mr. Kirk Bennett, Dean of Instruction, Mr. David Benzel, Interim Dean of Instruction, Dr. Brandy Harvey, Dean of Instruction, Dr. Timothy Broughton, Interim Dean of Instruction, Ms. Mary Mendoza, Dean of the Conroe Center, Ms. Sarah Palacios Wilhelm, Dean of Academic Support, Mr. Michael Meningas, Director of the Honors College, Mr. Travis Bryant, Executive Director of Marketing and Communication, Dr. Jano Houston, Faculty Senate President. And finally, I would like to recognize the best faculty and staff in the country. They continue to take LSC-Montgomery to new heights.
The 2020-2021 academic year was a challenging one that we won't forget because of coronavirus, but there are some wonderful accomplishments over the last year that we do not want to forget either. Today is a day we remember successes. In addition to the graduates we celebrate, Lone Star College has had memorable accomplishments over the last year. One of our more exciting partnerships includes a name you probably won't forget, Metallica. The legendary band has awarded $50,000 to support students seeking careers in manufacturing, healthcare, and transportation. A few years ago, the Texas State Legislature allowed community colleges the opportunity to offer bachelor's degrees. This year, LSC launched 3 new bachelor's degrees: a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, a Bachelor of Applied Technology in Cybersecurity, and a Bachelor of Applied Science in Energy, Manufacturing, and Trades Management. Lone Star College-Montgomery is excited to be the home of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. At LSC-Montgomery, we're also wrapping up our 25th anniversary. Over the last 25 years, we've added a few buildings, and we've added a lot more students, now hosting around 16,000 students in a typical semester. We're honored and appreciative of the trust the community shows in our institution, and we look forward to many more years of success. The traditional gift for a 25th anniversary would be silver, but our gift to the students was the addition of a new and exciting program, Professional Pilot. Traditionally, few pathways exist that allow students to get a pilot license and make their way into a lucrative career in aviation. Lone Star College-Montgomery now offers the program at our Conroe Center. In the last year, we've seen our first aviation classes offered, our first student solo flight, and today we're thrilled to witness a commencement with our first professional pilot graduates. Lone Star College-Montgomery is always proud to contribute to the enrichment of students' lives in these ways and in others. Congratulations, graduates, and go Mavericks!
It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker this evening, Ms. Ashley Byers. Ashley Byers began her Lone Star College journey a decade ago. In 2002, she received her dental assistant certificate and later in life decided to pursue her college degree. Ashley works full-time as the manager of marketing and outreach for the Woodlands Area Economic Development Partnership. She has received certificates in Economic Development Marketing and Attraction by the International Economic Development Council, IEDC, and Basic Economic Development by the Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service. She is a 2015 graduate of Leadership Montgomery County. Over the last 16 years, Ashley has volunteered with numerous community nonprofit organizations. Most recently, she is the immediate past president of Interfaith Young Professionals and serves on Interfaith of the Woodlands Development Committee. She is also on the Visit the Woodlands Marketing Committee and the PR Subcommittee for Memorial Hermann's in the Pink of Health Committee, which brings awareness to breast and ovarian cancer. She is an advocate for the Woodlands chapter of Ainsley's Angels, a national nonprofit organization that aims to build awareness about the special needs community and gives individuals with disabilities an opportunity to experience endurance sports. Ashley is a proud mother and wife and has lived in the Woodlands since 2005. She enjoys long-distance endurance sports and is a two-time Ironman Texas finisher and ultra runner, having completed 2 100-mile distance trail runs. After receiving her Associate of Arts degree, her ambition is to transfer to Stephen F. Austin State University to obtain a degree in marketing and communications. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Ms. Ashley Byers.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Byers and I'm honored to be among the 2021 graduating class of Lone Star College-Montgomery. I began my journey at Lone Star 10 years ago. It's been a decade, and when I look back at the person that I was when I first began, I am not the same person thanks to Lone Star College. I used to be a person that would say, I can't. And unfortunately, after taking just a few classes, I regrettably uttered those words. I can't take college classes and be a mom and be a wife and work full-time and go to school. But the truth is, I could, I just did not know how to manage it all. And isn't that the case with so many different aspects of our lives? But what I've learned is that it's okay not to know how to do something, but to straight up say that I can't, it wasn't fair to myself, and I cut myself short. I made my first F on my transcript, not just one, but 2 big fails. And I gave up on myself and I quit school. Fast forward, after an almost 6-year break, thanks to my CEO, colleagues, and leaders in the community, I was encouraged to try to take college classes again. So I registered for one class, Art Appreciation, just to get my feet wet. I was super nervous, I was older, and I was rusty, and the timing seemed bad yet again. When I started taking classes again, I was also training for my second Ironman triathlon. This is a long-distance triathlon where you swim 2.4 miles, you bike 112 miles, and then you run a marathon for a total of 140.6 miles, and you have under 17 hours to do it. This race seemed impossible before it was done, but I had done it once before, and so I was semi-confident that I could do it again. It was in these moments that I thought, if I can finish an Ironman, I can finish college. But to be successful this time, I needed to readjust my thinking and my attitude. So I decided I was going to treat school just like I do with training and racing. To get to that Ironman finish line, it takes perseverance, courage, patience, and hard work like no other, just like in school. And just like in training, there were nights at my computer doing homework and sweat and tears and the worry that I would fail again. But if we do not try, both success and failure are non-existent. Trying is an action word, and trying takes guts. Trying is a matter of taking just one small step forward, and in time, each small step leads you to that Ironman finish line. And today, each small step, after a 10-year journey has led me to my first college finish line. As I mentioned, the journey has been rocky to get here. I had to make the brutal choice to not let those 2 failed grades hold me back. And while sometimes our failures can haunt us, we all have the power to change our future. I would not be here today speaking to all of you if I had let those failures define me. While those F's still burn on my transcript, they remind me of how far I have come. I went from 2 failed grades to making straight A's and just 1 B these last 3 years, from a 2.6 GPA to now on track to graduating with Latin honors. See, the simple act of just trying and then trying again and not giving up can defeat our past failures. So I want to encourage all of you that no matter what life brings you after this college graduation, that you have that simple attitude to just try. Do not make the same mistake that I did and quit on yourself when you experience a failure. I promise you that if I can, you can overcome any obstacle that you face. I would like to be one of the first to congratulate my fellow classmates. I know that the journey to get here has been different from each of us, some harder than others, but we made it. So from today onward, may we all just keep trying in this world. No matter what your goals are, keep taking that one small step forward to reach them. As the great Michael Jordan once said, "Do not be afraid to fail, be afraid not to try." Thank you.
Success is about hard work, discipline, and perseverance. Whether you're entering the workforce, continuing your education, or joining the armed forces, you've proven to yourself that you can be successful under the most stressful circumstances. I would also like to recognize the extraordinary work of our faculty, staff, and administration to ensure that you had the tools and the resources you needed to earn your diploma to prepare you for the next step in your journey. Thanks to them, Lone Star College is recognized as one of the premier community colleges in our country. Please take the time to thank all those people in your life, your family, extended family, and friends who supported you along the way and are proud to celebrate with you today. Finally, as we look forward toward the future, I hope you will remember what you were able to accomplish during your time at Lone Star College and take what you have learned to help make the world a better place for all of us. Thank you.
Graduates, congratulations on your achievements. This has been a year. Last year, as we did our virtual commencement in 2020, no one thought that we would be doing a virtual commencement again in 2021. We are happy to be celebrating with you. We know you are surrounded by friends and family who have supported you through your accomplishments, through your degree, through your studies. And we're so happy that everyone can take part in this, even though we can't be all together as we usually are. If you can succeed in a year like 2020, 2021, you can succeed anywhere and anytime. You should all give yourselves a pat on the back for making it to this point in your careers. The next adventure, the next undertaking will be easier because you'll know what your capacities are. You'll know what your strengths are. And you have demonstrated this over and over again during the last year, transitioning from face-to-face classes to online classes, with the help of your faculty who also made those same transitions in this past year. We know that it has not been easy for you, but we congratulate you on your success, and we congratulate you on your resilience. The best days are yet to come. You'll go out into the world as newly minted Mavericks, newly graduated Mavericks, and you will make a difference. Part of the reason for that will be what you have learned, not just in the classroom over the last year or 2 years, but what you have learned about yourself as a result of all that's happened in the last year. No one can ever take that from you, and we're so proud of everything that you've done. In fall 2014, Lone Star College founded the Honors College, which offers high-achieving students a college within a college experience of challenging instruction, opportunities for innovative research, leadership, and student travel. Additionally, Chancellor Steve Head inaugurated the Chancellor's Fellows Scholarship Award. This full scholarship provides a small cohort of students the opportunity to pursue an intensive 2-year plan of study, culminating in an honors associate's degree. Congratulations to this year's graduating class of the Honors College Chancellor's Fellows and Graduates. I would like to welcome Ms. Linda S. Good from the LSC Board of Trustees to the stage. Candidates, in your homes, wherever you are, please stand and be recognized by Ms. Good. Ms. Good, on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present to you and to the members of the Board of Trustees candidates who have been certified by the faculty for satisfactory completion of all of the requirements for the respective associate degrees and certificate programs, and to guarantee that they are eligible to be conferred said degrees and certificates.
As a member of the Board of Trustees of the Lone Star College System, I now confer upon each of you the associate degree or certificate of competency, the requirements for which you have fulfilled or will fulfill this summer, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Graduates, if you are wearing your cap and gown at home, or just the cap, you can move your tassel from right to left. You are now graduates of Lone Star College-Montgomery. Ladies and gentlemen everywhere watching us, please join me in congratulating the 2021 graduating class of Lone Star College-Montgomery. None of us earns our achievements without the support of others. Indeed, if it were not for the support and understanding of loved ones, and in many instances, the sacrifices they have made, our celebration here today could not have been possible. It is fitting, therefore, that we acknowledge with heartfelt appreciation the spouses, children, parents, grandparents, family, and special friends who have contributed greatly towards these successes. Graduates, please recognize your family and friends who are celebrating with you with a round of applause. Graduates, this brings our ceremony to a close. Normally, I would get to shake each of your hands, hug some of you, smile for the camera, and just celebrate for a moment as each of you walk across the stage. I hope we'll be able to do that soon with our next graduating class. Meanwhile, please know that all of us at Lone Star College-Montgomery are celebrating with you. We applaud you, and we look forward to hearing about your successes as you make your way into the world. Thank you.
Well, I do want to offer my congratulations to all of our 2021 graduates. Whatever you will be moving on to, I hope that you find great success and that you also find great happiness.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You made it.
Go Mavericks, class of 2021.
Keep doing what you're doing. You made it. You graduated. How awesome is that? What an accomplishment. You should feel so proud of yourselves, and I want you to take some time to enjoy it. But then I want you to keep going, because there's so many opportunities out there, and you've just done something super awesome that proves that you can take advantage of anything. So go get your bachelor's degree and your master's degree and your doctorate, and then go lead and change things and be a positive influence in the world, because you guys can.
Be yourself, and just remember that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Fellow graduates, we did it!
you.